me at Menards.
We have finally made it to the 2018 playoffs, and Prime, the best part about this playoff is that 8 of the 12 teams that have made it weren't in it last year, so a lot of parity this year as we say hello to MJD, and 2 teams that pay your bills, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the LA Rams, both in the playoffs, so congratulations. Neither, however, are road teams. Let's take a look at the wild card matchups. We have some very strong road teams heading into, you see the Falcons are heading in to take on the Rams, the Panthers are heading to take on the Saints. So MJD, which road team has the best chance to win this weekend?
Amber, I'm going to have to go with the Carolina Panthers. Reason being is my man Cam is back. And I know Prime loves Cam, but I'm going to tell you why they're going to win this game. First of all, it's tough to beat a team 3 times in the same year. I think Cam Newton's back getting confident. Yes, they struggled against the Falcons, but Luke Kuechly's there. Okay, yes, they're missing wide receivers, but Christian McCaffrey's a wide receiver. I think Cam and his style and his confidence is going to show this weekend, and they're going to ball out. And Ron Rivera, anytime he wears a shirt that has a law firm of his 4 receivers on there, I'm excited to see what these guys can do.
I'm going to blow a whistle on you, baby.
Hey, man.
I got to blow a whistle on you because did you just see the Carolina Panthers that I just saw? Well, you know what? My bad. I apologize. They were playing against the Falcons, the team that I'm getting ready to talk about. You know, the same team that was just a Tom Brady away from winning the Super Bowl, that same team that was just a Julian Edelman catch away from winning the Super Bowl, that same team that got everything you want. Matty Ryan, former MVP, Julio, arguably, besides Antonio Brown, the best receiver in the game, and that 2-headed monster in the backfield. You know you like those guys in the backfield. If this defense can just hold on and give us a little something against one of those teams that pays your bills, baby, woo, it's going to be upset city.
Well, Prime, that's why I didn't say him. I didn't say him, Prime.
Are going to do it.
Are they going to score 30?
Atlanta.
Prime, they're going to score 30. Yes. You playing the Rams. We average 33. We averaging 33 a game. Now, listen, you my uncle, and I love you to death.
Now you we.
But now all of a sudden,
and I love you back.
I don't know what's been going on. I haven't seen you at the barbecues. I haven't seen you at the cookouts or nothing. You've been being big time. The Rams right now are going to blow them out. That's why I went with the Panthers. The Panthers got the best chance. The Falcons don't got a chance. They coming to L.A., the big city of lights. You know it is.
All right, he has a whistle. Look out. He has a penalty flag in his pocket, too, and he might throw it on this next topic.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so because we have so many new teams that weren't in the playoffs last year in the playoffs, we have a lot of exciting young players that we're going to see for the first time. So, Dion, which first-time player in the playoffs are you so excited to see?
Alvin Kamara. See, if I was on Family Feud or somebody hit that buzzer before you even got finished. Alvin Kamara. You know, Kamara reminds me of a car that I had back in high school. Oh, a Camaro. You remember back in the day when the Camaros was what it was in the inner city? But this is a real Camaro. I mean, this guy here runs back kickoffs. He's running the ball out of the backfield. He's catching the ball out of the backfield. He's a matchup nightmare. Oh, these guys combined for over 3,000 total yards of offense between these 2 running backs. This guy, he's not arguably the rookie of the year. He is the rookie of the year. And arguably, he's the offensive player of the year. I said that, and I didn't stutter. Alvin Kamara. I cannot wait to sit back in NFL Network's headquarters and see this man do what he does.
Prime, what was the first car you bought when you got all your cash, when you got to the league? What was the first car? There was a story. Was it a Ferrari?
A drop-top 560 SEC.
You might as well call that a Todd Gurley. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It do everything. Catch the ball out of the backfield. Don't got a partner to help you. Only car you can drive because it's so expensive. Todd Gurley is a guy I want to see. Reason being is when he does well, the Rams do well. When he touches the ball 20 times or more, they're 9-0. This team is flying right now. This guy can run the ball, catch the ball like I said. And again, the Falcons have nothing to do. They can't stop them. And guess what? After they smack the Falcons, and Prime, we're going to be sitting there together. I'm going to call you after the game. After they smack the Falcons, they get to go to Minnesota. And they get to get revenge. And you know the best car to drive in the snow? It's a Ferrari. It's a Ferrari. Because I'm going to let it go. Okay. Let him do his thing. It's indoors.
I'm not a gambling man. I'm not a betting man, but I'm a humiliating man. So we're just going to have to think of a little wager that humiliates the other one on the air next week about this game. We'll talk offline.
All right.
How about you guys get to drive my 83 Nova? That was my first car. So that's what whoever loses the bet has to ride that whip. All right.
Hey, the Novas was on point back in the day while you playing.
Not when you had it in 96 and it was in 83. But all right, MJD, we have some coaching positions open, and some of these new coaches are going to step into a gig where they have a veteran quarterback, like the Lions with Matthew Stafford. Eli Manning's also out there. We don't know if he'll be with the Giants. But tell me, if you were a coach and you had to pick a job based on one of those two veteran quarterbacks, which one would you want to walk into?
I'm going to pick the one that doesn't have Eli Manning in it. I just can't stand the look at his face when they're struggling. I need Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is a young gunner. He can throw the ball all over the place. You have weapons on offense. You got to tweak that defense a little bit, get it back going. I think Matthew Stafford is a play away from being in the playoffs and making a big run. Yes, he lost Calvin Johnson, but guess what? All his numbers have gone up. They need a little running game in prime. It's the New Year resolution. I want to get back in shape. But Detroit gonna have to pay me a lot to get me out of this gig arguing with you every day. So I feel like, look, Matthew Stafford is the guy to go.
How long?
Get him the ball and let him rock.
How long is he going to be a play away from getting you back into the playoffs? How much longer do we have? Man, I'm 50 years old. I don't know how much longer I have to be with you and Matthew Stafford to get the Detroit Lions back in the playoffs. Give me Eli. I believe in Eli, and I cannot believe you talking totally different right now about them Manning brothers. You know it's blasphemy to put your mouth on a Manning. You can't talk about a Manning like that. What is going on with you? This is NFL royalty. The Manning brothers, Eli, bitch, came back in. He returned to be Eli. Eli Manning, I promise you, he might not be in the Jazz uniform. We're going to get to that a little later next year. But wherever he goes, Eli is still going to be the Eli that I know and love.
But we're talking about the Giants. So the Giants are going to draft Josh Rosen number 2s, and then Eli will have a UCLA Bruin throwing the rock. That's what it's all about. Getting a Bruin to Odell Beckham. You know that's the man. Eli can't do it anymore. He needs Odell.
Josh Rosen.
Deion.
The Josh Rosen that I just saw in the bowl game? You talking about that one?
Josh Rosen didn't play in the bowl game.
Cool.
Deion, why don't you just